we have now discussed linear inequalities and languages associated with them, and a few different forms, right? The algebra, using the inequality symbol, we've used interval notation, we've used language, we've used the real number line. So now we're going to put this all to work in a inequality, and it says in as many ways as possible. Okay, so there's going to be like a few, right? We saw those in the last video. Okay, so here, how do we solve this thing? Well, first answer is carefully. Second answer is doing kind of normal order of operations, right? So I would distribute the -2. So really, when we're solving a linear inequality, it's the same process as a linear equation. So if you wanted to put an equal sign in there to think of it that way, you could. But again, you'll need to pay attention to when it could flip. Okay, so I'm going to simplify this. -5 minus 2a plus 6, -2 times -3. Okay, less than or equal to, distribute the negative. -1 plus a. And what do I get? Okay, I'm going to simplify this. This is 11 minus 2a less than or equal to -1 plus a. Okay, I'm going to move everything with a to one side, and so I'm going to add 2a, add 2a, and then I'm going to add 1, add 1. Okay, what do I get at the end of the day? And remember that this addition or subtraction does not change the inequality, so this is going to be 3a, and then let's see, 12 is less than or equal to 3a, divide by 3. Okay, again, this is not going to change my answer because I'm dividing by a positive, so this is 4 less than or equal to a. Now, for some people, they can understand this. My brain, I don't know, I just have to have the variable on the left-hand side. So you could flip it around, and this is the same as saying if you have a greater than or equal to 4. And for me, that's a lot easier to understand because I can put that on a number line and say, okay, here, here's 4, and I have a anywhere in that range. And again, if you want to use a bracket, you sure can. Okay, so that's one representation. Second representation is, well, really just that one. So you can say a is greater than or equal to 4. Okay, you can also say this in interval notation, 4 to infinity. Okay, and you could also say set builder. Okay, you might remember set builder. This would be the set of all a such that a is greater than or equal to 4. Okay, and then, but most importantly, this set builder notation I'm not going to stress too much, but the most important one is this one in number 5. I would say here the values. Actually, it says the solution set. I should actually say the solution set. The solution set for a is, and then one of two things. You could say -4 to infinity in interval notation. That is fine. You could also just say all numbers 4 or more. Okay, and that gets that verbal description in there. Okay, so any one of these ways would satisfy this, but it does say in as many ways, so I came up with 5. Maybe you can do a few more. Okay, variations on a theme here. Big idea here: to solve linear equations, or linear inequalities rather. Same process as linear equations. The only thing you need to look out for is if you divide or multiply by a negative, remember to flip. Flip inequality. Okay, so there's going to be a quiz here with a short problem for you to do and then choices for you to choose for the solution set.